Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking you straight past the parking lot and right into the aisles of the supermarket. If you're learning English, the grocery store is, well, arguably the most common place you face this high-pressure language situation. You need practical, precise, and polite language now.
That's absolutely true. It's a space just filled with specialized words, isn't it? For weights, measures, quality, payment systems. We've looked at our sources to really pull out the strategic language you need, not just to survive the trip, but to navigate the whole thing.
Yeah.
From finding something to maybe even returning it.
Yeah.
With confidence.
Right, and we've got to start where the confusion often kicks in, like the second you walk in. You need something for your groceries. So
Yeah.
Is it a cart or a trolley?
The classic linguistic split. Our sources confirm this. If you're in, say, American English environments, you'll pretty reliably hear and use cart.
Okay, cart.
But in the UK, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, you're going to hear trolley. Both are completely correct, but using the local term, it just makes you sound a bit more, well, integrated.
That's a great first point. It's less about being right or wrong, more about that cultural awareness, yeah.
Exactly.
So if I'm in the US, I can just say, I'll grab a shopping cart. Easy enough. What if I only need, like, milk and bread?
Then you go for the smaller one, simply called a basket. The phrases are really straightforward. I'll take a basket. Or maybe I'll use a cart today.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Cart secured. Or basket. Mission started. I'm deep in the store. Maybe I'm looking for, I don't know, mustard. Cannot find it. What's the absolute essential for politeness when asking an employee?
2 magic words.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Always start there. Once you've got their attention, you basically got 2 main phrases for location. The first is pretty broad, direct. Excuse me, where can I find the item? Where can I find the mustard?
Simple, concise, yeah. But what if I want to sound like I kind of know the store layout, even if I'm totally lost?
Right. Then you use the second phrase, which uses that store-specific term, which aisle is the item in? Like, which aisle is the mustard in?
Okay, that brings us to a word we use a lot. Aisle. We should probably define that. What is an aisle exactly?
Good point. An aisle is literally just the walkway, the path between 2 rows of shelves. Knowing this is key because if a clerk says it's in aisle 4, they're giving you a specific row number, not just a general area.
Ah, okay, so it's a map reference, basically.
Precisely. Gives you an immediate point to head towards.
That helps a lot. Now, let's say I found the right aisle, aisle 4, but the specific brand of organic coffee I want, it's not there. How do I ask if they even have it?
You ask directly about its status. Do you have this brand in stock? And this brings up 3 core terms you really need. In stock means, yes, we have it. It's available now.
Okay. In stock. Got it.
Out of stock means it's temporarily unavailable. Gone for now.
And the third one?
Restocked. So if you ask, and maybe the clerk says, oh, we were out of stock yesterday, but we restocked this morning, that tells you it's back. It's been replenished.
Using restocked sounds quite knowledgeable.
It does, yeah. It sounds informed. Signals you understand a bit about inventory, which, it's a nice touch for fluency. Now, practical stuff. Something's way up high on the top shelf. What do you say?
Ah, the reach problem.
Exactly. The phrase is, excuse me, could you please help me reach that? And that please is vital, really important.
Absolutely. Non-negotiable politeness there.
Okay, what about those times when you're just, wandering, looking at the weird cheeses maybe, but not planning to buy yet? How do you politely fend off a helpful employee?
Simple and effective. I'm just browsing. It perfectly captures that idea. Looking around, no immediate plan to buy, like window shopping, but inside.
Excellent. Okay, just browsing. I like that.
So we've found our items, maybe. Now we need to shift gears to quantities, weights, and finding those deals, the confusing stuff.
Right. When you're asking for specific amounts, say at the deli counter, the #1 rule for politeness is using I'd like. It's short for I would like. And it's just much, much more polite than saying I want.
Okay, so definitely, if I'm at the butcher, I'd say, I'd like 2 kilos of chicken breast, please. I see our sources mention both kilos and pounds.
Yeah.
So you just need to know the local system, right?
Precisely. You've got to adapt on the spot. Listen to what others are asking for. And you also need that one specific non-metric measure. A dozen always means 12.
Right, like eggs. I'd like a dozen eggs, please.
Exactly.
Okay, now for the really fun part. Saving money. Signs everywhere screaming about sales, promotions. What are the key terms we need?
Well, the big umbrella terms are special offer or maybe promotion. If something is on sale, It just means it's cheaper than usual.
So if I spot a bargain, I could say, those crackers are on sale. I'm getting 3 boxes.
Perfect. Exactly that energy. The word discount is pretty much interchangeable with sale, just means a reduced price. And, don't be afraid to ask, is there a discount on this item? Sometimes things aren't marked clearly.
Good tip. Our sources also pulled out some great specific discount phrases. Buy one, get one free. That's a classic.
Bugo, yeah.
And half off, meaning 50% discount. And the serious one, clearance. What's the deal with clearance?
Clearance is a key word. It means the store is basically trying to get rid of the item, making space for new stuff. It usually means it's a final sale, like no returns, and often a really good price. But here's a deeper linguistic insight we found. The difference between cheap and inexpensive.
Okay. They seem to mean the same thing, right? Low price.
Functionally, yes.
Yes.
They both mean low price. But choosing inexpensive is often a smarter language move, strategically.
How so?
Well, cheap can sometimes carry this negative feeling, like low quality, maybe poorly made. If you say, this wine is cheap, it might imply it tastes bad.
Ah, okay.
But if you say, this wine is inexpensive, you're complimenting the good price, but you're leaving open the possibility that it's actually quite good quality.
Right.
Choosing inexpensive just sounds a bit more sophisticated, maybe? Shows cultural nuance.
That's a huge takeaway. So if I'm talking about a purchase with someone I don't know well, inexpensive is the safer, more positive choice.
Exactly. It projects confidence in that cultural understanding. And what's really fascinating is how all this pricing language connects directly to the product labels themselves and, the different sections of the store. Let's start with the greenest part, fruits and vegetables. We call that whole section produce.
Right. And produce is uncountable, isn't it? You don't say produces.
Correct. Just produce. And when you're talking about quality there, you need specific adjectives. Ripe means it's ready to eat, like a perfectly yellow banana, not green. You'll hear about fresh goods, meaning recently picked or made. Organic means grown without synthetic chemicals. And the increasingly popular one, locally grown, means it came from nearby.
Right. Supporting local farms and all that. Okay, beyond produce, we need the map, the specialized sections.
3 terms are pretty essential for just finding your way around. First, the pantry section. That's where you find your dry goods, rice, pasta, canned stuff, flour, sugar.
Okay, pantry.
Second, the deli. It's short for delicatessen. That's where you get like ready-to-eat foods, sliced meats, cheeses, maybe sandwiches.
Got it. Deli.
And third, household items. That's kind of the catch-all term for cleaning supplies, paper towels, tissues, laundry detergent, that sort of thing.
Okay. Pantry, deli, household items. Good map points. Now, let's zoom in on the food packaging itself. The fine print. This feels critical, especially the dates.
Absolutely critical, yeah. The standard label terms you'll see are ingredients, nutrition facts, calories, serving size. But the one that causes the most confusion, honestly, is the difference between best before and use by. People really mix these up.
Okay, help us clarify. What's the rule of thumb here?
Best before is basically about quality. The products might not be at its absolute peak freshness after this date, but it's generally still safe to eat. Think like chips, cereal, canned goods maybe.
Okay, quality, not safety.
Exactly. Whereas use by, that is a safety date. You really shouldn't eat perishable things like milk, fresh meat, yogurt after the use by date. It's vital knowledge, honestly. Avoids waste and, more importantly, getting sick.
That is a genuinely life-saving distinction. Wow. Okay, now, before we finally get to the checkout, we have to hit those 2 incredibly common pronunciation traps, the ones that even advanced speakers sometimes miss. First, that walking space, the aisle.
Yes. The S is completely silent. It's pronounced exactly like aisle, I-L-E, as in like a small island. Aisle 5, aisle 7. Not is Yule or anything like that.
Aisle. Got it. Silent S. And the second one, that little piece of paper you get after paying, the receipt.
The P is silent, complete silent. It's pronounced receipt, receipt. English loves these silent letters, doesn't it? But mastering these 2, aisle and receipt, makes such an immediate positive difference and a real aha moment for listeners, I think.
Definitely. Okay, receipt, silent P. Got it. Right. Here we go. The final hurdle. The pressure cooker moment. The checkout counter, interacting with the cashier. They usually kick things off, don't they?
You usually do, yeah. They'll likely say something friendly like, hi there, did you find everything okay today?
And if you did, a simple yes, thank you works perfectly. But if you were still hunting for that mustard, this is your last shot, you could say, almost, I couldn't find the rice.
Right. Give them a chance to help, maybe. Next up, you'll probably get the admin questions. The first is often about the loyalty card. the store's rewards program.
Mm-hmm.
You can just say, no, I don't have one. Or if you want the points, you can ask, can I sign up for a loyalty card?
Okay. And then the bag question seems universal. Do you need a bag?
Yep. If you came prepared, you can say, no thanks, I brought my own. Or maybe specify, I'll use my reusable bag, which also, subtly signals environmental awareness and another layer of that cultural fluency.
Good point. Now the money part. If you're using a bank card, they'll ask debit or credit.
Yeah. Need to know the difference. Debit means the money comes straight out of your bank account now. Credit means you're borrowing, essentially paying later, via your credit card bill. You just state your choice. Debit, please, or credit, please.
And if you're using actual money...
Then you just say, I'll pay in cash.
Okay. Now here's a nice conversational touch. If you pay in cash, and the change is just like a few small coins, 20 pence or 50 cents, how do you politely tell the cashier they can just keep it?
Ah, good one. You hand them the money, and as they're figuring out the change, you just say, keep the change. It's polite, it's common, and it saves everyone a bit of time fiddling with tiny coins.
Keep the change. Nice and easy. What if the cashier is speaking really fast, or maybe uses a term you just didn't catch? Panic setting in.
Don't panic. Your go-to phrase, always polite, is, sorry, could you please repeat that? Seriously, don't hesitate to use it. It's much better than just nodding and hoping.
Definitely. And what about the small talk? They often ask, how's your day going?
Yeah, keep it light and brief. Pretty good, thanks. How about yours? Is standard. Or if it's been hectic. Not bad, just a long day, And the sources even mention sometimes people joke after a big shop, well, I'm broke now, meaning they've spent all their money. I usually gets a little laugh.
Huh. Okay, maybe save I'm broke for when you feel really comfortable. So what happens when things go wrong after the checkout? Or you need more specific help?
Right, troubleshooting. Analyzing those moments gives you really useful vocabulary. Let's say you get outside, you're walking to your car, and oh no, you forgot the bread.
Ugh, happens all the time.
You turn around, go back, and politely ask, excuse me, I forgot to buy one more thing, or maybe can I quickly grab something else? Usually fine.
Okay, what about price mistakes? The shelf said it was on sale, but it's scanned at full price.
You need them to fix it. The key verb here is adjust. You'd say, excuse me, I think this rang up wrong. Could you please adjust the price? Adjust sounds very clear and professional for change or correct.
Adjust the price. Good phrase. Now, the potentially awkward one, returns.
If you just want your money back, it's, I'd like to return this, please. Have your receipt ready.
And if you want to swap it, maybe you got the wrong size.
Then you use exchange. I'd like to exchange this. And if the reason is, say you bought milk yesterday and just noticed it's past its date.
Oh, dear.
Use the specific term. I'd like to exchange this. It's expired. Expired means past the use by date.
Okay, expired. That's crucial. We should also probably clarify who's who in the store. We've said cashier and clerk.
Good point. A cashier is the person specifically handling payments at the checkout, the register, the till. A clerk is a more general term for pretty much any store employee. The person stocking shelves, working at the deli counter, etc.
And if you have a bigger issue, a complaint, or need help finding the returns desk,
you look for the central help point. Excuse me, where's the customer service desk? That's usually where you handle returns, exchanges, major problems.
Got it. And finally, the machine that causes so much stress, the self-checkout. They have their own language, don't they?
Oh, they absolutely do. You'll hear its robotic voice saying things like, please scan your item. And the absolute classic panic-inducing phrase when you, put your keys down in the wrong spot, unexpected item in bagging area.
I felt a shiver just hearing that. Everyone knows that feeling.
Exactly. Universal frustration. But when it happens and you need a human, the phrase is straightforward. Excuse me, could you help me with the self-checkout? Someone will come rescue you.
That shared pain is actually a great memory aid for the phrase.
It really is. Okay, just to wrap up, let's quickly cover 3 phrases that help you talk about the supermarket in your everyday conversations, making it sound really natural.
Okay, first, meeting someone unexpectedly there.
You ran into them. Guess who I ran into at the supermarket this morning? My old teacher.
Ran into. Nice. Second, buying lots of something because it was on sale.
You stocked up on it? Coffee was half price, so I really stocked up on beans.
Stocked up on, love it. And the most important one for just managing your kitchen, saying you need something.
Right. You can say, oh no, I'm out of milk, or maybe we're low on sugar, or we're running out of snacks. Oh, I mean, you need to buy more soon.
Yeah.
And if you grab that chocolate bar at the checkout, the final word of temptation.
Ah,
I
yes.
couldn't resist.
Perfect. Well, this has been an incredibly practical deep dive, a complete linguistic toolkit for the grocery store. You, our listeners, should now know those strategic choices, like why inexpensive often sounds better than cheap, you've mastered best before versus use by, and you're ready to handle aisles and receipts. You can go shop with total confidence.
Absolutely. And, thinking about that impulse buy, I couldn't resist. There's a reason supermarkets put all that tempting stuff, the candy, the gum, the magazines, right by the checkout. It's pure marketing psychology. They know you're waiting, maybe a bit bored, and they capitalize on that exact moment of weakness.
Which really brings up an interesting final thought for you to consider. We've talked about the language of budgeting, sales, discounts, and temptation. So, how does shopping when you are genuinely hungry versus shopping when you are full? How does that fundamentally change the language you use? Think about how you discuss price, value, those impulse buys, and of course, what ends up in your cart. Go test out all your new fluent vocabulary, but definitely remember the hunger effect.
Stay curious, everyone, and we'll see you for the next deep dive.